20. Here we are at 48B 420. Again, you can see the lane shoulder drop off. It appears it's increased a little bit here. About 1 inch. And you can see there's not quite as much slumping off with this one. Slight bit, but not as dramatic as it was at some of the others. So that is true lane shoulder drop off at that location. Again, the expansion joints, although they do have some sealant in them, it does not appear to be doing much good. We have quite a bit of vegetation, weed growth in all of the expansion joints. The warping joints do not appear to have ever been sealed and are beginning to show some signs of minimal spalling, which is actually fairly impressive considering how old this pavement is. I'm surprised there's not more, but they are not open very widely. Here, Lucio is showing a fairly dramatic demonstration of what we were talking about. You can see there that this is almost entirely due to the slumping off. It doesn't, if you were to look at it without doing any measurements, you would say there was no shoulder drop off. But when you put a level to it, we've got 1 inch of drop off just from one edge of the lane stripe to the other edge of the lane stripe. Here's some of the medium severity spalling. Here we've got quite a bit of scaling. You can see it's almost 17 inches lengthwise and about 6 inches across. Originally I thought that was associated with some sort of a corner break, but you really can't identify any cracks that extend over to the corner itself. All the cracks seem to be associated with the one area of delamination itself and don't appear to be connected with the joints. Now here it does appear, although we've called this spalling because it's less than a foot along the joints, it is connected to the joints themselves. This is the same section that we came out to do the initial deflection testing on. don't recall whether I had video from that section, but I did make some discussion of the fact that there was a cross street, McDermott Road, that goes right through the middle of 48B 420. Although it doesn't carry any traffic, it shouldn't be a particular concern. You can see that there is a right-of-way marker out there associated right between stations 3 and 4. There's station 4, the right-of-way marker. When Dr. White was out here with us setting this up, he didn't seem to think that having that cross street would present any problems, and I tend to agree with him. There's really no traffic on it to speak of. And Lucio is showing some of the spelling here at station 4 on section 48B 420. You can see there's almost 0.2 of an inch there. Again, you'll note, however, when Lucio slid the ruler underneath the other side, it also appeared to have some faulting at that side as well. It really is a reflection of the slumping off at the joint. But one has to be careful when they're making these measurements and exactly how they interpret them. That information really isn't documented in our distress measurements, but it does tend to distort the amount of faulting that we're recording. This then is the end of section 48B 420. We look down towards the west, back towards Houston, and our other two sections, 48, 41, 43, and 48B 410. I'll go ahead and shut it down while we walk up to 48B 430.